And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Bortles now on first down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Slot man moves right. They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the rookie from Utah, this is Joe Williams. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Hoyer. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Here's Hoyer. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Yannick Ngakoue from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Hoyer. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way.
Now let's go.
Back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And tough starting field position here. So after the INT, it's Bortles. And that is incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
On second down, here's Fournette. Stays on his feet. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. But at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. Now Bortles. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. And the D looking like they may blitz. Fournette, a first down carry. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Play action. It's Bortles. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
It's taken to the 26. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and... They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Niners. 43 yards.
The general consensus that Brian Hoyer was acquired by San Francisco to be a one-year solution at quarterback. I know Brian, he looks at it as a long-term solution.
He wants to complete passes like that and say, I'm no stopgap. I'm here to stay, right?
No, check, Patriot, set, green, back there, Philly, here we go.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
1st and 15 here behind the chains.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Green!
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Gold now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. We remind you, no night game tonight on Christmas Eve, but we make that up with 2 games under your tree tomorrow. Oh, that's nice. Yes. I'm just reading the card. I got to give props to our writer, Ed Brady, there. But we start with the Steelers and Texans at 4:30 Eastern, followed by the Raiders and Eagles, a Super Bowl 15 rematch. You impressed that I know that?
I'm very much impressed that you know that. It was the MVP.
Yep, that'll be at 8:30 Eastern from Philadelphia. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Play action. Now it's Bortles. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Take Carradine in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. So 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taking it about the 16. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Tight end Green. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
Hoyer with a give. This is Williams. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hurry up, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A minute 59 to go in the 1st half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Bortles now on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
No. Check. Patriot. Good. Hurry up. Here we go.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
No. Check. Patriot. Good. All right, here we go.
On the ground, this is Williams. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Gold now out to kick it away. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On first down, Bortles. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. That'll bring up 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. From the gun, it's Bortles. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And his throw is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Shotgun now for Bortles. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Bortles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Akello Witherspoon, the rookie from Colorado. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
No, check, Patriot. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Watch it now, Barney. No, check, Patriot. Over. Gun. Watch it now, Barney.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Goodwin. And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the 1st half. Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we send you now to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, LR. And this will be a touchback as that sails over. The line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, Change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Second down following the run. Again, it's Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That's taken on the 25. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go now. 58, Will. Ace. Here we go now. Green, 90.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now Leonard Fournette. And fights through one man. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Deep ball for Goodwin. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
So 2nd and 10 here. Williams. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Green, the tight end, in motion.
Detroit!
7 consonants, 1 vowel. Here's Juszczyk. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Bradley Pinion now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And out will come the offense as they take over. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. Being chased out left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Again, it's Fournette. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Bortles. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Now Williams. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go. Green. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll run it with Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Now Hoyer. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. T.J. Green with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down, 8. Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Ace! Here we go now.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. On third down, Fournette. So we got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be taken at the 13. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends,
second down, 9 yards to go. Hoyer. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. The Niners on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Hoyer. And that is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on to punt for San Francisco. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And we'll see what he can do on the return. "34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll run it again with Fournette. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Jaguars on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll run with Fournette. brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Leonard Fournette stops short of the marker on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On 2nd down, Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Shoves him away. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Hoyer finding Garcon there for the 49er first down. Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go. Boom, landed. Gone. Back over.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here we go. Boom, landed. No. Check, Patriots.
He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone. Back down.
The tight end changing his position. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
His throw incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Now let's go. Blue landing.
They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And the offense can string something together, but they'll need to do it quickly here to try to get points on the board and win this game. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now Bortles. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Brad Nortman now. He's been terrific so far. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
The Niners on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll run it now with Juszczyk. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
And that's why the fullback position was created. You just want a big, strong, powerful guy you can hand the ball to and pick up good yardage.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. He'll look to set up his blockers. So a change of possession here on the punt. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
To throw is Bortles. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They're on the outskirts of field goal range here in a tie game with a little time. So how do you handle this? What do you do here, Charles?
Everybody wants to pick up as much yardage as possible. But the weird part is for field goal kickers, being in really close sometimes puts more pressure on them because it's much more of a position kick as opposed to just going ahead and letting it out and letting it thump. A lot of guys like a little bit of distance because you know they can handle it, and it's a more natural swing of the leg.
So maybe getting inside the 20, not that big of a deal.
Not that huge of a deal. Sometimes that messes you up with the angles depending on which hash mark you're kicking from.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Detroit! Over! Watch it here. Here we go now. Check. Over! Detroit! Back Leopard! Watch it now. Barney!
A give to Williams, running right. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down.
Check 50.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And this is good. Robbie Gould knocks it through in a pressure spot. And Union Street will be hopping tonight. The 49ers have won it. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.